Jeff McCurry's job right now to nail it shut. As Olerud gets ready, here's the payoff pitch to Alfonso. And that's hit towards the gap in left center. McCracken coming over, and he can't get it. It deflects off his glove. Alfonso around second, but he's going to play it safe. And the tying run is in scoring position with one man out.
A good base running by Alfonso, holding on at second base. There was a temptation there to try for 3. Well, Alfonso hits the ball hard into the gap in left center field. McCracken going over, fighting the sun. The ball hits off the end of the glove, and Alfonso heading around second base and holds on.
Well, you know, one school of thought is with one out, you get to third base, you could score on and out. But right here, you've got Olerud and then Hundley up next, so you can understand Alfonso playing it safe.
It would have been close at third base. You don't need a close play right now when you're trailing by 1 run in the 9th.
And you get thrown out with Olerud and Hundley, and you've got a lot of questions to answer. And a drive to deep right field. Walker to the wall. That's a gunner. Mets win. Mets win. John Olerud with a 2-run homer. The Mets have won it 4-3.
And look at that team down by home plate.
Well, now, the Mets win 3 out of 4 from the Rockies. That's why you don't go to third base.
That's right. And how about a money man with a bat in his hand? John Olerud. What an acquisition. Once again, he goes deep in a clutch situation, and the Mets have won the ball game. And the ball club went nuts at home plate, waiting for John Olerud to tag them all.
Somewhere, either in that dugout or in the Met locker room, Armando Reynoso is doing a dance of relief because that was a ball game he did not deserve to lose. But he stood to lose it until Olerud delivered off of Jeff McCurry, who you might say was auditioning for the closer role with Colorado. Rough and ineffective yesterday. It was Reed's homer that broke up the no-hitter. John Olerud, you know, he's not here for his power, although they tried to make him into more of a home run hitter in Toronto, but right there, he turns, and the Mets win.
Well, I'll tell you, what a sweet swing this guy's got. And a big win for the Mets. They go on the road after a come-from-behind victory here at Shea, and they are playing good baseball. Armando Reynoso for 6 or 7 innings was the story here. The Mets fell behind, but a 2-run home run here in the bottom of the 9th, and the Mets are victorious.
4-3 Mets, your final. Olerud the hero, and take one more look at how the Mets sent everyone home. Olerud's 7th home run of the year. It's a game winner. We'll be back. And so the New York Mets have just completed a successful and, in this case, dramatic homestand as the Mets win for the 4th time in the 6 games. And they were partying after John Olerud hit the game-winning 2-run homer.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. This ball club was wild when Olerud hit that fastball over the right field wall. Look at this group waiting for Olerud to touch them all. And that's about as animated as you can see. John Olerud, a big home run. And once again, driving a fastball over the wall in a clutch situation.
Might have noticed Corey Lytle, number 11 there. He ends up the winning pitcher for the 2nd time in a little more than a week as the Mets come from behind because of the home run ball. We were talking about the game in St. Louis when they beat Eckersley with 2 pinch homers. Now Olerud gives Lytle another win.
But Olerud really something else. You get that ball down on Olerud, he slaps the ball around. You make good pitchers pitches. They'll slap it in the left field, slap it in the right field. And for some reason, I talked to him about this, when they get that ball up, and he feels that the rule is in baseball, don't pitch those left-handers down. But for some reason, he's comfortable when they bring that ball up, and he drives that ball. He's unusual.
All right, John Olerud is downstairs. He'll join us when we get back. We'll talk about his game-winning home run as Olerud and the Mets have defeated the Colorado Rockies 4-3. Stay tuned. Mets win it 4-3. The reason they won it is waiting for us downstairs. This was the scene just about 5 or so minutes ago after John Olerud hit the 2-run home run off of Jeff McCurry to win it. And John joins us from our studios here at Shea Stadium. John, every time you ask somebody in your situation here, what were they trying to do in the situation that you found yourself in, they all basically say the same thing. They're just trying to hit it hard someplace. You had the tying run in scoring position. At any point in your mind, were you thinking about trying to take McCurry over the wall?
No, definitely not. You know, I think last couple games I've been getting myself in trouble, kind of jumping after balls, trying to put a little extra into my swing. And, you know, I think last couple of days I've just been concentrating on keeping my weight back, staying back, and, you know, driving the ball up the middle.
John, during the course of the ball game, Armando Reynoso was a story for about 6 innings, had a no-hitter going. As an everyday player, when you're on the field, do you get caught up in the emotion of that?
Yeah, I think so. I think definitely. You look up there, you see he's got a no-hitter going late into the ball game, and I think you're thinking, you know, any ball hit close to me, I'm going for it and I'm diving for it. You know, you want to keep that thing going.
What about on the bench? I mean, are there any wise guys who walked up to Reynoso and said, hey, you got a no-hitter going? Or is it still that same old superstition that players subscribe to where you just don't talk about it?
I think it's the same superstition. You just don't talk about it. At least if there were guys joking around like that, I didn't hear it.
Now, does it deflate the ball club when he gave up not only the first hit, but a home run, putting the Rockies back into the ball game?
Well, I think it, you know, you get the home run, it takes away the no-hitter, it takes away the shutout. It takes a little something out of you, but you just got to focus on, you know, getting the next guys out. You still got a 1-run lead, and so you got some big at-bats coming up.
All right, we're going to show you the home run here, and I know you're probably waiting to talk about it and crow about specifics. Let's talk specifically first about the pitch.
Well, it was a fastball, and I'm just trying to keep my hands inside it, drive through it, and I got it a little bit off the end of the bat. I wasn't sure if it was going to go out or not, but I just got enough of it.
And we'll show you the swing one more time. Pretty consistent with what you've tried to do against right-handers?
Yeah, well, I'm just last few days I've been really concentrating on keeping my weight back, not having as much lateral movement forward into the ball.
John, one of the things I've noticed since you joined the Mets is you rarely overswing. That's unusual for a major league hitter. Why?
I don't know. I think that's something that I've always done ever since I've been in Little League. You know, coming up, people have always said, you know, you got to take a bigger swing, or you don't look like you're really attacking it. But that's just the way my swing's always been. And I think I do at sometimes get a little tentative up there and don't take as good as hard, aggressive swings as I should. So that's sometimes a weakness of mine.
John, you've seen this club evolve since spring training. What's going on here specifically? I mean, what's the ceiling for this club?
Well, I don't know. I think, you know, we've had a lot of key guys go down for us, you know, and some strange things happen over here, but we've got a talented group of young guys. Pitching staff has really done a great job. I think you got to give them a lot of credit for the way we've been playing lately, because we've been in just about every ball game, and we haven't been scoring a ton of runs. But you know, when you're in a game, you know, every at-bat's a big at-bat, keeps the guys in the ball game. So I think the pitching staff's done a great job for us so far.
All right, John, congratulations. Thanks for joining us.
All right, thanks.
That is John Olerud, our Nissan star of the game. He had the game-winning home run in the 9th inning off of Jeff McCurry to give the Mets a 4-3 win. And for appearing as our guest, John receives dinner for two at the Mid-City Grill at 575 5th Avenue, conveniently located in Midtown on 47th Street. The Mid-City Grill features creative American cuisine and fine wine. Nothing to whine about for the Mets this afternoon. All smiles, thanks to Olerud. We'll have more after this.